Okay, shading with pencil. So, once I've done my first initial drawing and got the basic shapes out, we're going to start building up some tone. Okay, so this is just shading in pencil. So I've got my two different types of pencil. I used HB to draw it out because that's a little bit harder pencil. It's easier to rub out. It's a bit lighter. 4B I can use to start adding a little bit more tone. So you're trying to use the two of these. I would try and get more pencils than this and a 2B, maybe even a 6B, but this is probably all you need to start off with. So I'm going to look closely at this area here, okay, the front of the camera, because the way the light's shining off that, and then the back of this roller here as well. So I'm looking for areas that are completely pitch black. So this area here is really, really dark. Okay, so there's almost black completely, and then this area is my highlight. So I need to fade into this whilst adding a little bit of that detail. I'm really going for accuracy with this one. So the way we start this off is I might start off with getting in some of this really dark tone here. Okay, so it does end at the end of this roller here. I'm going to draw that in with a bit more accuracy. I hold my pencil right at the top, remember, and I build this up in layers of shading. So I'm kind of just pivoting there on the edge of my elbow, okay, resting my pencil on the paper, and then I'm going to go another way. So I'm going to go completely opposite to the direction that I've gone. Now notice I'm not pressing on any harder. I'm just keeping it the same kind of weight, and then when I get to here, which is highlighted, I just lift off completely. Now you can see in there the grains of the paper. Okay, so I'm going to try and get rid of those by going in different directions, moving my body around. What you do is move your pencil around to try and get those different shades of paper, shades of tone. So all I'm trying to do there is blend that in so it's nice and smooth. So see there, I'm not even putting any pressure on the paper. I'm just resting it on there. Now you can't see it as well on your camera, so I'm doing it a bit darker than I would normally. So I'm just resting it on there to get those nice angles. So when I use my darker pencil then, I'm going to come back in and try and get some of these darker areas. It's just a softer pencil than the other one. So all I do is sharp again, same as the other one. I come in and get that line a little bit there, and I'm just going to press on a little bit more to get that smooth gradient. I'm not pressing on really hard. One way. Turn around and go. This is almost impossible to do this way. Press on to go the other way, and see how it's smoothing those little areas off. Each time I go a different direction. Then I'm going to come on, press on a little bit harder, and get that really nice graded tone there. Okay, so I've got a nice blend from light to dark. Now I need to blend that in a little bit more with my HB pencil, and all the time you're just improving as you go, but really spend your time on this to make sure it's right. See how I've built that up really slowly, okay, and that's accurate. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to have a go at this area here as well, because this is quite interesting. When you look at the image, in the centre of the camera is pitch black. So the only bit that you actually see is this here, these highlights. Okay, so getting this gradient is really complicated. So I want you to show you this, so we've got a nice accurate version of it. So I'm going to put it there, just so you've got it ready. Okay, so centre of it, I'm going to get that in first, and I'm going to press on a little bit harder than I would normally there, and get that in with a softer pencil. Okay, notice I'm going in different directions again. Now I'm going to come back in with my lighter pencil. I'm just going to lighten the image a little bit. So come back with a lighter pencil, and I'm going to get these little marks on here, in there like that, so I know where they are. And I'm going to blend these off using my softer pencil. So a harder pencil, my HB. Same here. Being as smooth and delicate as I can. So I'm going to get this in. This area is almost completely black as well, so I can press on a little bit more there and blend that in. Right, so notice I'm going in different directions again. Okay, now this area here with the highlight isn't completely white. It's kind of a grey tone, so I'll just shade really lightly there to to get that lighter tone, and I need to blend in those edges now and get them sitting with the rest of it. So I'll go back in with my darker pencil, blend those together, and really darken this area off as well. So you can see how building that up really slowly and really carefully, I've got quite a nice accurate version, and I've not done any harsh outlines. I've not pressed on really hard in any area. I've just built it up nice and slowly to get that kind of nice shadowy look. And it's not complete white here, so I've just gone over that to blend them in. If you go slightly wrong, remember you can come back in with a rubber, pick those highlights back up again. They will just bring your drawing out as you go. Okay, so just to recap, start with your HB if you've got one, build it up in different directions. Okay, left to right, different angles. You're working through those little marks on your paper. Build up the pressure as you go. Okay, and then try and finish on a softer pencil like a 6B to create that really dark tonal shade. Remember, you're not doing really harsh outlines, because if I did a harsh outline here, I'm not going to be able to blend that in. Okay, it's too dark in my image. Okay, I can't then blend that in to make it look not like a dark edged line.